Thomas the Apostle. But we also read that on the second Sunday of Easter, Divine Mercy Sunday, what in church speak we used to call Low Sunday. And the reason why they call that Low Sunday because of the opposite Sunday from the highest of its feast fall at Easter time. But it was a reminder of what Jesus was saying to the apostles and to all who would come afterwards. You're believing now because you've seen this, but now you must go out and fulfill your mission of preaching and teaching and evangelizing, as we say today, that those who have not seen this will be able to believe. And that is what we do with our lives of faith. Now, based upon our senses that we have as human beings, we want to see things, and we understand how that helps us to believe. And there are the signs out there to remind us of our witness of faith. We do that tonight when we have our special prayer intentions that Barbara reads for us for those who need some prayer and some mercy in their lives, and we try and give that to them. And there's many examples of this. And I mentioned before about Loci because I've known him for over 20 years, and he always wanted to do something in a way of evangelization, a way of proclaiming Christ and the gospel. And now, as you can see with our prayer team, we've come to that, but between the website that we have and also that there's a blog site it has as well, and there are a number of things that have been there. And for a number of years, he was telling me about an image that occurred in the backyard of his house on the fence. And it always was around Lent and ending around Easter. I said, okay, I'm going to be doubting Richard on this one here. So everybody can say that there's always an example for something, that there are always things that are out there. In the church, we have the example, we use the word, the devil's advocate. That's the Latin, diabolo, Pactus diabolo, advocate or lawyer, as we say, the author of the devil. The devil's advocate was the person who was responsible for the promoting of the saint. Now we say that is the postulator of the cause, but the promoter of the cause in bringing out the person's heroic virtue also had to bring out if there was any dirt on him that would prevent him from becoming a saint. Thus he was known as the devil's advocate. So I heard about these various images that Loci was telling me about, and then lo and behold, a few years ago, the exact same image appeared, which was reported in the news, on a house up in New England, and also one not too far away, in Washington, New Jersey, on Easter Sunday. And the exact same image as what Loci told me on the back fence of his house. I call it a shield. It's like a long diamond. It comes down like this, and down like this. In the middle of it, there's a cross. I said, well, there's got to be a reason for all this. And then this past week, Loci told me about, it's over at my house, you can come over and take a picture early in the morning. It's going by 9:30, you have to move down so forth. I said, okay, fine, I will do that. And I went over there on Good Friday, and lo and behold, I saw it there in the back fence. Okay, now, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. I'm going to try and find out what's going on. And I brought the pictures here to show you, so you have some idea of what it is that I'm talking about. And I walked all around, and I took the pictures. I did everything I could to get a shadow within the picture, because I'm used to taking, these are real pictures, by the way. I use film. I don't use any of this digital Photoshop, photo work, stuff like that where you can fool around with it. I do the real deal. And I took these pictures in the backyard, and it's okay, there's got to be a reason for this. And I stood in front of that image, and I could see my shadow, very sharp and clearly defined. Okay, I had a little bit of science when I was in college. I know if that's the case, the light source must be behind me. Now, if you look at that picture, the sun is on the other side of the fence. It's facing me, so maybe it's bouncing off his house back there. So okay, I'm in between. I'm going to turn around, because as you know, if you see something reflected, you get in between that. Your shadow is there. It's going to be reflected on you. That's typical science. You can't change that. That's a law of nature. So it's okay. It's very easy. I'm going to debunk this thing. And I saw and I turned around so that I'm going to face the house, and I looked out because I had my jacket on and stuff. I didn't see anything. Which is okay. So I opened up my jacket because I had my black stuff on. I figured, well, that could make it a nice background, right? Look again and make sure, yeah, here's my shadow. I'm in there, okay, fine. The same thing again. Open it up, nothing. Okay, now I figure, well, maybe if I move around. So now I'm moving around the back, and I'm jumping up and down a little bit, like Richard Simmons, sweating and stuff like that, trying to get this thing to appear. Now, if I got to wear my collar, imagine the Mine Hill cops calling him at work, and Loci owns the Essex Fence Company right up here on Route 46, and say, there's some crazy priest in your backyard jumping up and down trying to do things or whatever. I could not get that image to appear on me, no way. Well, there's got to be something here. Like Jesus says, unless you see signs, you will not believe. No sign will be given you, but that of the sign of Jonah the prophet. Just as Jonah was in the belly of the whale 3 days and 3 nights, so will the Son of Man be in the bowels of the earth for 3 days and 3 nights. That's the kind of signs and wonder that we have. And maybe we're not going to be the greatest in the world where we can explain it or understand it a little bit, but there is something there. And what does Jesus say about all of that? Blessed are those who have not seen the particular things, but still have believed. And blessed are those who see what may be a sign or may not be a sign, but still have some belief, still have a witness and a reminder. This is what we do when we gather here in prayer. Jesus said that. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I. And we don't have to have necessarily a sign or something special there. We're going to have a reminder of what Jesus gives to us, especially at this time of the year. We've been through Lent, and now we have the joy of Easter, the celebration of our faith, and looking around and seeing the renewal and the joy that we have in nature. We have that renewal here inside of us as well. A reminder of the special gifts that Jesus gives to us. Look around and look for the signs. Look for the special witness that we have of Christ present in our lives. Like Jesus said, be ready to lead others to that belief.